How's it going, everyone? This is Nick from Comic Culture again. I'm going to do a VV live drop. I'm going to record this, and I'm also doing some live commentary as I do it. But I want to get in here a couple minutes early just to kind of prep the phone, make sure we are ready, we are optimized for the greatest chance at getting this thing, man. It's all about finding those little tiny advantages to help boost your odds of getting the drop. So I'm at my home screen right now. The first thing I'm going to do is I set a little widget up, which clears my storage and memory. There's my alarm. For the drops. I don't know if this actually helps, but it actually clears up the processor, clears up the active stuff going on. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that, and it's going to, there you go, 328 megabytes of memory freed up. Why not? We're going to do it again here in a minute. I'm going to run a speed test real quick, make sure that my speeds are good. I am actually connected via Ethernet right now, and I'm on a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, I believe. So we have a 5 millisecond ping. I'm expecting 93 down, 93 up with no loss or anything like that, with no jitter. Looks like we're heading in that direction. We're going to let this finish up. We're going to run ping tools as well. Now, Veve uses AWS, Amazon Web Services, so I do vv.net, or I'm sorry, vv.com. We're going to go ahead and, vv.me rather. We're going to go ahead and ping that real quick, see what that looks like. So we have an 8 millisecond, 9. Total is 3111 millisecond. Looks good. No packet loss. 3 transmitted, 3 received. Not missing anything there. So that is good. You can see it's AWS Global Accelerator.com. So they're using that. That should hit whatever server's nearest to you. So, and there's tons in the US. There's some overseas as well. So if you think you're in Asia or something like that and you're at a disadvantage, there should be some AWS servers in your area. And so, you know, you should be grabbing the closest one to you in theory. So we just ran a couple things. I'm going to go ahead and clear my apps. I'm going to go ahead and hit my memory and storage clear again. And now we're going to go into Veve. What I haven't tried is putting the phone in airplane mode and then somehow coming back in, enabling Bluetooth for my mic that I'm using, and then also enabling the Ethernet connection and whatnot. Because in theory, airplane mode should go ahead and ignore any other transmissions, but a lot of stuff is via internet, right? It's not just like phone calls and stuff. So it's not going to stop the Instagram messages. It's not going to stop the Hangout messages. It's not going to stop it, from my understanding. So not too sure what it does besides ignore the mobile network kind of things, phone calls, text messages. But there's plenty of other like weird notifications that we would get still. So I don't know, maybe I'll incorporate that. So what are we getting today? We're getting the Darkhawk #1 right here. So we are going to tap on it, see what is going on. So Darkhawk, pretty cool cover. Let's go through some of the variants. We have a couple minutes. So we have this like almost black and white one with some accent coloring there. Pretty cool. Like a sketch variant right here. Pretty interesting. And then we have the colored version right there. Awesome. And then we have Dawn of the Darkhawk. Pretty cool. I'm not a Darkhawk fan. I'm a comic fan, so that's why I'm here. So what do we got? We have the $6.99 as per usual. We have our ratios down there, 30,000, which is pretty typical for comics. There is exceptions, higher and lower. All right, so we have 1 minute and 46 seconds. So what am I going to do? I'm going to position my screen. See, I'm moving it up and down. I'm going to position it so that it drops in with the countdown. If I tap that, it's going to say the collectible is not yet available. And you can see the OK button. If you can see in the background that drop, you can still see the drop countdown. What you want to do is you want to align these buttons. And so when you tap OK, you can go, you don't have to move your finger. You can go ahead and tap the drop now. So boom, I have it aligned. You can see it kind of faded into the background. So what you can do is just boom, just do this, right? It's called the align gate. You can just spam as fast as you can possibly do it. I would be careful doing it too early, because maybe the app will crash. Maybe your phone will just go nuts. Something might happen. I don't know. And you don't want to do it like 10 seconds remaining and you're sitting there spamming as fast as you possibly can, because you might crash the app or something. You know what I mean? If you're going to do that, maybe wait for like a second or 2 seconds to go before you start spamming that button. And we do that. I still just try to time it because I have fairly decent rhythm, and I just try to like metronome it out with my finger almost and go from there. So I've done it both ways and I've been successful both ways. I don't think one gives me better odds than the other one. I think in theory the spamming might be the best because depending on how fast you can spam, you know, I don't know. There's advantages either way. But we are down to 18 seconds. I'm gonna try to figure out which method I'm going to use here. I'm probably just going to try to time it out and tap. So we are down to the closing seconds here. I'm on a single device this time. We have 0 buy now. Attempting to secure, and looks like we got one. 176 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Placing order. I didn't know how popular. So here's the deal. So like even comics that are coming out that are not very popular, I would assume that even in the comic book community, a fraction of that community has even read Darkhawk. They probably heard of Darkhawk, but read it? I don't think so. So I think people who are interested in NFTs in general probably don't even know who Darkhawk is. So here's our green truck. We have Darkhawk number, I'm going to write this down, 8,163. It does not tell you if it's a common, uncommon, rare, or secret rare on this screen. You will get that on the figures and stuff like that, but in comics, you just have to sit back and wait. So here it is. We're gonna go ahead and close it, and we're gonna keep at it. So what I was saying about this particular item, you can't really go off of the fact that it's a relatively unknown property right now in the VV life cycle. And the reason you can't do that is because anything is extremely popular. It doesn't matter what it is. I think there's so many people who are looking to flip, and there's also so many people who are just looking to collect everything. And they probably made some good money on flipping something early on, and so they're extremely interested in repeating that. So they're just buying anything that gets released. So this, I'm going to back out and go back in. This is most definitely sold out, and I have one order pending, so that's cool. Everybody's just trying to pick up everything they can get their hands on. So it's not about like, oh, it's a Darkhawk number 1. Nobody really knows it, so I should get one, no problem. That's not the case. It's going to sell out as fast as like a Disney drop. And that's just the state we're in right now. Until they increase the amount of mints that they do, or they bring in some kind of a lobby system, do these X things first, and then you're qualified to enter the lobby or something like that. Until they add filtering abilities, this is going to be the normal. Until they add filtering or until they increase the mint count, the odds of getting anything are extremely low. You probably have a better odds of getting this particular drop right here versus like, a Mickey Mouse or something like that might drop from Disney. Now, maybe there's a lot of people who aren't as interested, but there's enough people that are just diehards that they're gonna try for anything. And so, you might have 1 million people trying to go for that Disney drop, and you might only have 700,000 trying to go for this Darkhawk, you know what I mean? And there's only 30,000 of them. So, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. So we're in the 3-minute mark now. I'm going back in and out of the page right now, trying to see if that buy now button is replaced with or if that sold out button is ever going to be replaced with a buy now. And this is the only way that you can see that, by going back out of the store and back into the item. We are at the 3-minute mark right now. We are going to be very careful about going out of the page. Perhaps we're going to miss a buy now button if we do it too fast and not paying attention. I'm expecting around the 4-minute mark for the option to be available to buy now. And if I was paying attention to what that timer was in the beginning that we saw, I would do the math in my head and try to figure out what's going on there. I think it was 170. There's a buy now. Ooh, all editions gone. Man. Go back out, go back in, boom. All right, well, there you saw it. At the 4-minute mark, yet again, we had an option for buy now. Clicked on it as fast as I saw it. All editions are sold out. That's gone. That is now gone. And then I back in, tapped it a couple times, and there you go. So there's another example that I was able to catch on video of the buy now second chance offer popping up at the 4-minute mark. And this is December 9th, 2021. So that's the kind of time frame we're looking at. If you miss out on the first attempt, wait till the 4-minute mark. They should be available. If you're on the sold out screen, like you see right here where it says sold out next to the gems, the only way for that to refresh is to go out and go back in. If you have the buy now button still, sometimes you get those errors that we saw in the beginning before I kind of went back in and out of the screen. You can spam that, but I know that going back in and out is a proven method that to work. And I'm wondering if that buy now button, if that's still there at the 4-minute mark clicking over, I'm wondering if it enables you to pick up those second chance buys. I want to say yes, but I don't have it caught on camera. I don't have it caught on a recording that actually works there. And I can't remember if I've ever been successful doing that. I'm sure others have. If you have been successful spamming that buy now through the 4-minute mark, through the second chance offer period of time, and it's worked, let me know down below in the comments, and maybe I'll try to do that in the next recording. But I just know that this method works, and I'm afraid to do anything different at this point. So that's it right there. I have one pending order waiting to be delivered. The market, of course, is closed still, so I can't do anything about that right now. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anytime you can get any drop is a good day on Veve, because the typical experience is quite the opposite. So I'll go ahead and finish this video up here. Hope you enjoyed that. I have a couple videos out now with the DC Artist Alley and also the ASM 3, I believe it was, with the first appearance of Darkhawk. You know, right in time for the movie coming out in a couple weeks. I have those videos out too. Hopefully you find this enjoyable. I'm going to try to record and do live commentary over the drop, go over some tips, things I think about, things I prep the phone with prior to the drop. If you like it, let me know down below. I'll keep doing these videos. Always thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification for future videos. And if you like comic book content as well as Veve content, I got a ton of other videos on my channel going over weekly polls, LCS tours, and new items and comic book reviews, all that good stuff. A couple lives that were pre-recorded. So go ahead and check out the other stuff as well. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the comments.